Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode from the Hermitcraft server. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having a fantastic day. Look at those beautiful mustaches on posts. I just got back from iTrade, Impulse's shop, and I bought my first season pass, or in fact the only season pass, so we can now do some trading with villagers and stuff like that. And while I was there, he offered me a little bit of a job, so that I think is what we're going to be tackling in this episode. You know what? Let's just roll footage. Hello, Impulse. How's it going, man?
Hey, Wells, how you doing, man?
Pretty good. Living the dream. You got a beautiful shop here.
Hey, thanks. Thanks. Coming from a great builder like yourself, man, I will take that compliment all day long.
I'm telling you, man, the new stripped logs are like the greatest addition to the game in ages. They're so good.
I had to try it, right? I was like, okay, new block, 1.13, we got to do something fresh. And I was nervous about it. I'll tell you, when I started building, I was like, I don't know if this is going to work, but hey, I guess it did. I like it. I like the way it turned out.
I think the quartz and the concrete really tie it all together. Because I got to admit, too, when this thing was first going up, I was like, that's a lot. But the white concrete and the quartz really ties it all together nicely. It looks really good. I like it.
Oh, thank you, sir. So you're here to get your hands on one of these things, huh?
Yeah, I need to get inside. There's some important villagers and stuff in there I gotta get trading with.
There's a few good ones in there. There sure is.
There's
definitely.
A couple. Yeah, I heard you're still in need of a silk touch villager, though.
I know I am. I've been grinding like crazy, and I still haven't unlocked a silk touch. So we'll see.
So is this season pass? Like, I mean, is this going to be, once you sell one to everyone on the server, are you just going to stop updating stuff? Are you going to go like all EA games on us?
Yeah, I can explain when we get in. Did you bring the 32 diamonds it takes to get one of these passes?
I did indeed. Okay. There you go.
All right, we'll do the swap here. Let me count them. 1, 2, 3. Yep, 32. Okay. All right, so yeah, basically you just need to toss the book in the dot of the eye there. It'll spit it back out. Grab it on your way in, and you're in.
Okay.
So
okay. And then there's a button up above. Gotcha.
Yes, you can get out, no problem. Yeah. So the whole I've been compared to EA a few times here. Basically, yeah, we're gonna be getting another deck, an upper layer to this thing. There'll be more villagers. I'm not gonna charge any more for that, but soon enough, we're gonna get some goodies in a stack of chests back here. See how it's empty? I'm working on it. We're gonna get some goodies in that chest that you can use to actually trade with like farmers and stuff to get emeralds, and that'll be a little fee, little micro transaction, if you will.
Sure. That's fair, though. That's fair. I mean, it takes work to get all the stuff to generate the stuff to trade with the villagers, so I can respect that. That's all good.
Man, last episode I had to make 5 farms, 5 different farms. So yeah.
Hold on. Put it on hold. I need to channel like my inner B-dub snore here. Oh, too late. I was going to, but it's short nights here.
Yeah. I'm terrified of the nights, man. I'm terrified.
No, they're scary for the first time in ages.
Yeah, it's great. Oh man. So yeah, that's kind of the deal. So I mean, if you do end up losing your book, I know some people have been worried, like what happens if I die in lava with my book? I'll hook you up with another one, and I won't even charge a fee. I know some people have been telling me, Impulse, you should charge to replace the book. I won't. I'm a nice guy. Got enough microtransaction stuff going on.
That's what I call customer service right there.
Yes. Yeah, I'm trying to be balanced here with it a little bit, So that's the deal, man. That's the deal. If you happen to run across a Silk Touch villager, though, let me know.
I will. I feel like I did run into one somewhere. I feel like one of the villagers that there's a couple of villages that are south of the main island, like in the desert and stuff. And I feel like I may have stumbled across a Silk Touch villager.
Oh, man. I'm going to get one, though. I just set up a villager breeder. Obviously I had one, but I set up a new one today. And, oh, man, I'm going to start cranking through them and hopefully find one. Cool. And I'm hoping to find a few other, like looting 3 right here. That's a good deal, but it's for 26 emeralds. So I think I can find one better than that kind of stuff. We'll swap these guys out as I get better deals, and shops should definitely always be getting better and better.
Excellent. Well, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm going to be in here all the time, I think.
Sweet. Oh, maybe you can help me with something.
Yeah.
Maybe you can help me with something. I want to replace these path blocks. They don't work. They don't work in here. I've had quite a few comments. In fact, these ones have already been ruined.
Yeah.
What do you think, man? You're a good builder. What do you think? I don't mean to put you on the spot.
No, that's all good. I'm thinking
what do you think would be a good block in here to replace these path blocks.
Maybe you could do. I wish I had blocks with me, but maybe like some spruce stairs. Add a little bit of depth to the floor or something.
Oh yeah, you always do that with your pathways.
Yeah, something like that could maybe work.
Kind of put stairs around the like the glowstone and stuff, right? To kind of frame it.
Yeah,
like
kind of frame it out, and then you'd have like a little bit of a depth sort of thing coming down. You can the way that stairs work, you can set it up in such a way that you don't actually like fall into the floor at all. Depending on how you do it, you can have like little less than full block gaps, I guess you would say.
How much would you charge if I was to ask you to maybe mock up something in here? Just flat out do it.
I haven't actually gotten around to building the Welsknight build company yet, but it's coming. And I think I'd be willing to take on the whole job and do it all for you for probably, I'd say like maybe like, for something this small, probably like 8 diamonds. That shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's kind of a small area. It's not too big of a thing, but you're gonna have to get a little creative with it. So you gotta use your brain.
Yeah, I think I could come up with something.
I recently came into some extra diamonds, just very recently. I'm willing to pre-order this job if you don't mind. I know your business isn't open yet, but
it's a deal. You got to get that startup money anyway, right? You got to find investors. So essentially you're investing in the Welsknight build company.
Exactly. And you can put it in your portfolio, right? When
Absolutely.
you open your business, you can say, yeah, look at what I did for Impulse's iTrade shop.
Yeah.
As an example.
Yeah, we could do something like that for sure. And if you want to contract out my services in the future to do like say the upper level and stuff like that, I could probably be convinced to do that.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll wait and I'll see how you do on the floor, and if you do a good enough job, I'll keep you in mind.
Sounds like a plan, man. It's a deal.
All right, nice. That worked out great. Thank you.
Cool.
All right, man. Well, that's all I needed was a few of your diamonds, and I'm sure all you needed was a pass. I'll let you get to trading or whatever you're up to. And
awesome.
I can't wait to see what you come up with for the path, man. I know a lot of my viewers are going to be so happy to get those path blocks out of there. So
yeah, I'll get something going. I'll probably might even have this done like today.
Oh, that'd be sweet, man. Look at that. That is customer service.
That's customer service right there. That's how we do it. The Welsknight build company coming soon. Trademark incorporated. Are restricted.
Very nice. kind of a long title, but very nice.
It's a work in progress.
All right. Yes.
All right, I'll catch you later, man.
All right, see you, buddy.
Adios. Alrighty, guys, we're back, and there you have it. That's what we're working on in today's episode. We're gonna get this floor figured out, hopefully. So let's pop in here. I ran back to the base, grabbed some materials. I'll be honest, I don't really have an idea. Well, I have a few ideas, but I don't really have a plan just yet. I've got a couple of ideas. I think the first thing I want to do is get in here and just get rid of all of these path blocks. I think that's going to be kind of the first step. I want to leave the lighting where it is, because it's spaced out in such a way that, it'll actually light up everything important. And then I think we'll just have to start kind of playing around with some ideas. I may also bring some of this birch back a little ways as well. But let's just try a couple things here, okay? So first of all, let's grab our shulker box that has a bunch of wood in it. And let's start... okay. That was unexpected. But let's start by doing just a little bit of this. We'll just fill that in. And my thinking, my first idea, for those of you who have been watching me for any length of time, you know that I love me some spruce wood. It's a great wood. Let's just make a couple of spruce stairs. And let's just see, if we were to do something like this on either side, get rid of that one as well. Ooh, I don't know. Uh-oh. I'm breaking redstone. Oh, no. There we go. Hopefully this will be okay, and I'm not breaking anything important. I'm always worried when I'm working around redstone, especially when it's someone else's redstone, because if I mess it up, I'll just have no idea how to fix it. But let's just see. Something like that. I don't know. I mean, iTrade is supposed to be a very kind of modern shop. And this doesn't feel super clean and modern to me. But let's keep kind of working with this idea and just sort of see what we can come up with here. Let me grab, there we go. I was going to say, I know I've got a little bit of white concrete somewhere. Let's try filling these little bits in as well. And if we go like that, how does that look? It looks like okay. I'm just trying to think about this a little bit. I don't think I don't think the spruce is the right call. I think I want something that has a little bit more contrast. Maybe even we'll go like dark oak for this. And maybe we will end up getting rid of the birch floors. Because I like, I admit, I do like birch more in the new textures than I do in the old textures. I think actually the new birch is pretty good, honestly. Like, it's definitely usable, which is not something that I would have said before. But I don't know if it's really the right vibe for this kind of very modern sort of shop. So let me try making a couple of dark oak stairs. Ooh, I like that a lot more. That really pops. I like that quite a lot, actually. And here's a thought. What if we did a pathway like this? Like, with the stairs, that's still wide enough. It basically ends up being like 2 blocks wide. But then it would kind of rotate a little bit. Let's just see here. Oh, crafting bench. There we go. What if we did something like that? We'd probably want to swap this birch out for something else, but I don't know what yet. And then I'm kind of thinking that maybe we'd tear this back a little bit as well and sort of make a border around all of this. And then we just got to figure out like what we're going to fill this inner space with. But then this becomes, what a challenging situation. Let me see what I can come up with here. Let me play around with a few ideas. I'll be back with you guys in just a little bit. All right, guys, I am back. I've been working on this for a while, actually, trying to come up with a design that I really like. And I've got a couple ideas that I've been sort of playing around with. I had to run and grab a bit more resources to kind of try a couple of these things. But we're kind of sort of getting there. So first of all, let me actually get inside here. So I went ahead and I replaced this area, like this line, with white concrete. I think that looks really just kind of nice and like, very nice and minimalist, you know? It's very modern, in my opinion. And then I'm thinking maybe what we'll do is like some sort of a glass floor that kind of wraps around and ultimately lands over here. Now, the thing with that is that means we're going to have to reposition the glowstone a little bit, but I think that's okay. I'm thinking what I want to do is like a 3-block gap in between each piece of glowstone. So that one would go there, this one would disappear, and this one would go here. And then what we would do is move all of that white concrete over as well. And let's see, I should have more in here, right? Yeah, there we go. So you'd have a pretty simple like glowstone layout, right? But that allows us then to sink this down a little bit and do something kind of cool here with the floor. I also think that this crafting bench is going to have to move. Maybe we can put it like right here instead. Just throw it like right there. And I think that might work. And then basically what we'll do is just sink the glowstone down one level down to here, right? And then we'll do some sort of a design around this. So let me go ahead and kind of get this all sort of like hollowed out, this lower part. I'm thinking we're going to definitely want to go down a full block and essentially build a floor design down here and then put glass on top of it. So you can still walk on top of it, but it will be a little bit more, it gives us a little bit more like space to play around with and a way to kind of work some depth into this whole thing. So I think it'll be really cool once it's all done. But let me get this glowstone kind of laid out and get the floor kind of put down where I want it and stuff like that. And then we'll go from there. Okay, guys, I am back. I think I like this. So what I've got here, I've got the glowstone down. And then in each of the corners, I put some light gray concrete, like so. And then quartz stairs coming off of the glowstone. And then running into these lines of stripped birch, which I think kind of ties in nicely with the walls and stuff. And then I think what I want to do is just coat it in white stained glass like this and kind of see what we think. Maybe, I don't know for sure that this is going to be like the final design that I stick with, but I want to try this out and just kind of see what we think at this point. So let's just kind of get all that in. It's okay. I don't know. Like, there's things about this that I really like, but then at the same time, there's parts of it that I think could use some improvement. I don't know, man. Oh man, that's tough. It just seems a little out of place. You know what I mean? Like, if this was the entire floor design and you look down and that was what you saw, I think it'd be cooler. Maybe it's the birch that isn't doing it for me. Let's try something a little bit different here. Let's maybe get rid of these. And let's try something else. Like, I like this visual style. I think it looks pretty good, but I just don't think it really fits. What if we did like quartz instead between everything? And actually, I suppose what you could do then is, well, but then the glass, yeah, these really do have to be white concrete. Otherwise it looks, otherwise those bits look really out of place. Let's try covering this up though instead. And just see. It's okay. What if, here's another thought. What if we went like that and we put a light, and we put a light gray concrete there and then white like so. Yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of that either. I don't know. It's tricky. It's tricky to do like a, I mean, the other option I suppose would be we could just make the whole thing like all dark gray concrete, because then it would kind of stand out a little bit underneath the glass, right? You'd have like this lowered area. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. What if we came in here and between all of these, we just did light gray concrete, and then the only thing that would be white would be the glowstone. And I think that kind of makes sense from the perspective of like these would be like floor lights, right? Like it would make sense that they would be a little bit different visually. Yeah, it's not bad. We'd have to figure something else out. Let me try a couple other things. I'll see what I can come up with. I'll be back in just a minute. Guys, I think I've got it. I think I've finally got a design that I like. It took me a while to figure something out, but I think what I want to do is take quartz stairs and bring them around this pathway. That'll also give you just a little bit easier access to the chests where all the villagers are, underneath all of these guys. It'll give you access to those. So I like that. And then I think I need a little bit more quartz here. So let's just do one of those and one of those. There we go. And then we'll just kind of bring that around. And then down here, it's real simple. It's just glowstone and then a light gray concrete line. And I think that creates like a pretty cool effect. I may want to change it just a little bit. I'm kind of thinking maybe I want to bury that underneath instead. Yeah, I think I like that just a little bit better. If we do this. Yeah, for sure. I like that a lot better. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm thinking like right here, we'll take this bit out like so. And right here, we'll essentially do the same thing, right? So we're going stairs like that, and that'll kind of run up into this. And then right here, I think we'll just extend this out just a little bit more. Just enough. Let's see. Well, if the glowstone block would have to go right there. Well, and this doesn't conduct redstone. That's okay. Here's what we can do. I still have a plan. It's okay. This should all be fine, though. What I'm thinking is we'll just wrap this around like so. And then we go light gray, glowstone block there. And then all of this will get covered up with the white stained glass. Right? So you walk in and it kind of shows you the pathway that leads around. Like, I think that's a pretty cool look. I think it's, and I like it. It's nice. So let me get the rest of this floor kind of put in. I'm going to have to go back and fix some of these glowstone blocks like these and all that kind of stuff, get those buried down. But I think I'm finally on the right track. I think I finally am getting close to a design that I actually am happy with and that I think Impulse will like as well. All right, guys, I am back. I think I've got the floor all taken care of. So we got the quartz stairs going around. They form kind of like a little barrier, covering up the glass. Underneath it's light gray concrete, and then the glowstone. And ultimately, like, I think I really like this. I think it turned out really, really well, and I'm happy with it. But I need to make sure that my client, Impulse, is happy because, customer is always right and all that stuff. So I'm going to see if I can get with Impulse and see what he thinks. And assuming he likes it, I'm going to call this one good to go. All right, Impulse, my man. You commissioned, I have. You commissioned some work from the Welsknight building company that's coming soon, but has a really long, I'll work out a name eventually.
Yeah,
anyway.
You should.
So I've been working on this for the last couple of hours and went through a whole bunch of different iterations of the design, but I think I finally came up with one that I'm happy with. And before I call it a job, I want to make sure that you're happy with it too. Because the customer satisfaction and loyalty and all that. So
okay, so if I'm not happy, are you just gonna throw my diamonds back at me and say live with it, or
no? Then I will turn this into a 10-episode mini-series until we find. No, not really, but
I'm sure it's gonna be fine, man. But I haven't seen it yet, so oh, you know what I forgot? Forgot to bring my own season pass.
Oh, how are you gonna get in your own shop?
Luckily, there's an ender chest smartly placed right outside. Ooh. Wow. Oh, there's some depth under the glass. That is great.
You like it?
Oh, man. Yes. Yes.
I'm glad.
Oh, my gosh. You spared no expense with quartz either.
Yeah, I realized
What?
like halfway into the project that maybe, given the amount of quartz involved, I probably should have charged you like 8 diamonds plus building materials. But you know, I mean, we'll call it okay.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Because if you know me, I mean, I had a hard enough time collecting the quartz that it took just to get these little trading stations done.
Probably because I took it all. Like, that's how I was getting all my levels the first couple of days on the server, as I mined like every block of quartz within 100 blocks of our
that makes sense. That makes sense now, because I've been looking in the nether and I saw that there was a lack of quartz, and so what I ended up doing was basically digging a tunnel like 1,000 blocks long.
Yeah.
And I'm like, now I'm for sure no hermit's been here.
Yep. But you know, I figure we could always come to an agreement too. You know, like I know you're the type of person that likes to make farms and automated stuff and things like that throughout the season. You know, maybe we can work something out where, like, you know, when you make something or other farm, you just let me make use of it for free or something. You know, we can come to an agreement of some sort.
I definitely think we can work that out, because I love using quartz. I hate getting quartz.
Yeah. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. But I'm glad you like it. I think, you know, as I said, it's not like a super big area to work with. You know, it's not a lot of blocks. But it's hard to get something that that doesn't look super out of place, and I wanted to make sure it still kind of had that very like modern sort of vibe to it as well. So
it looks really good, man. It looks really good. I'm super impressed. I'm so glad that that I hired you to do this, because I would not have done this good of a job for sure.
Well, I'm really glad you like it. Yeah, it does. It's actually more glowstone as well. I added a little bit of glowstone, spaced out a couple things, tweaked a couple minor things, got rid of, you know, some of this kind of stuff. And then back here in the corners, you still have like the birch and stuff, because I didn't know what you wanted to do with this area, if this was going to be closed off or a staircase up to the second floor or what.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to eventually have like a staircase to the second floor, so that's what that's going to be.
Yeah, and we can figure something out when that time comes to make
At one point, I had like a random villager stash back here.
There was 2 oak slabs, like right where I'm standing right now, but there was no villager to be seen anywhere.
Oh,
so
okay.
I don't know.
He probably didn't make it then.
Yeah, he probably didn't. But yeah, it should all be spawn proof, so you shouldn't have to worry about any of that. I mean, honestly, I think even without the light, there's not really a whole lot of spawnable areas. So
only maybe these 3 blocks.
Yep, and you're still at 8. I double checked. So 8, 9, 8.
Smart thinking.
Yeah.
Smart thinking. That is like my #1 concern in here. If a baby zombie villager gets loose, oh man, these guys, and they're mostly protected, but I don't want to risk it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, that would be unfortunate. That'd be like rip iTrade, you know?
Yep. Yeah, I'd probably just tear the building down.
So yeah, I wouldn't blame you if you lost all of them, got them all converted into zombie villagers. Although I've always wondered if they get converted into zombie villagers, assuming they don't despawn too quickly, would they just convert back to the same villager?
They would probably convert back to the same class, but then they would still get a different like trade unlock, because I think that part's still going to be random. So Tango. Tango recently acquired a season pass. I think he was wanted to show it off already, I guess. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Oh man. Well, hey, thank you. Job well done.
Anytime.
I am so glad that you took care of this for me.
Anytime,
nice.
man.
Oh, yes. Okay, check this out. This is also something the viewers were, kind of upset about. Like that you could
the pains. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If
Wells
only they
fixed it, everybody. Thank Wells in the comments. Go over to Wells's video and thank him in the comments, because they were complaining up a storm about that. So
yeah, it was bothering my I don't want to say OCD, because it's actually like a real thing, but
your building sense.
Yeah, my building sense. Yes, my building sense was tingling. There you go. We'll go with that. Oh, but yeah, cool. Well, I'm glad you like it.
I do. I really do. Thank you so much, man.
And there you have it. Impulse likes it. I like it. I'm going to call that a job well done. Unfortunately, though, guys, I'm out of time for this episode, so I got to call this one here. My friends, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.